Good afternoon, y'all. This is Marie Cardwell again. I'm coming from my kitchen. I own Mama Ree's restaurant, and we're at my home today because we're closed. So I get a day off, so I'm in the kitchen at home. I'm going to fix us a bite to eat, and I thought, well, since I'm fixing it, we'll just go ahead and video it. Today we're going to do some fried sweet potatoes. Now, in times past, I fried the sweet potatoes in a skillet. And just stand there, and you have to stand, and you can't leave them because they'll burn. So I came up with this idea. So that the way we're going to do it today, I've done peeled my sweet potatoes, and I've sliced them like this. I'm going to show you with one. I've got this one. Now always put your sweet potatoes in water or they turn brown. Okay, so we're going to take and just cut our slices off. And sweet potatoes are tough, so it's going to take a little energy. Okay, now we're going to take the sweet potatoes. I've got a sheet pan here, and I've already put some parchment paper. Now you don't have to put parchment paper, but the cleanup's really a lot easier. So we're just going to place them on the parchment paper any way you like. We're going to take these out of the water. This sure beats standing at the stove watching them for a period of time. We love sweet potatoes. Just about any way you can fix them. It's hard to mess up a sweet potato. Okay, now to the sweet potato, I'm going to add a little salt. Now you can add sugar if you like, and you have something like a little candied potato, but we like the salt. So I'm just going to sprinkle salt over them. Then I'm going to take some olive oil. And if you don't have olive oil, you can use vegetable oil, whatever oil. And just kind of drizzle. Whatever kind of oil you use, just kind of drizzle it over your potatoes. Okay. Now, I've got my oven on 400 degrees, already heated, so I'm going to put these in the oven and let them cook while we do our pork chops. You just kind of leave them alone and they'll cook good. Now we're going to do some pork chops, fried pork chops. I'm going to put my skillet on about 350 while we finish preparing them. I've already taken my pork chops. I've already washed them. Big pretty pork chops. And I just beat them just a little bit. Of course that's tender. You know, pork chops can be good and tender, or they can be good and tough. So this will help a little bit if they're tough. I don't believe these will be tough, and I've already done the others like that. So let me. Elaine, I'll bring this. I don't know how far I can bring it. Okay. Where you can see, but I've got my flour ready. Mix it up. I'm going to put some salt and pepper in it. Just kind of mix it up. Of course, you can use whatever flour you got. I just like White Lily. And this is self-rising flour. So we're going to take our pork chops.
Now, what'd you do that for?
Just to check and see if my grease is hot. Okay. Put my pork chops in the flour. And we just drop them down in the grease. It's not quite hot enough, but it's okay. It'll be fine. Go ahead and do them all like that. I think I've got 5 or 6.
You don't have them in water?
No.
Okay.
I just washed them a little bit ago and went ahead and beat some of them. Like I said, I've got 6. I probably won't be able to cook but 4 of them, but that'll get us started. And you see how much grease I had in. I kind of like mine to be submerged just a little bit. And I probably cook them about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. You don't want to overcook your pork chop. That's what makes it tough. Is you just want to make sure it's good and done. So we're going to be cooking these. Let me wash my hands. And they're not quite cooking fast enough for me. I like them to cook fast. You want to cook your pork chops kind of fast. You don't want to cook them slow. The faster you cook them, but you don't want to burn them on the outside before they get done.
What is your thing set on, Mom?
I've got it on 350.
Okay.
So I may move it up just a little bit. And y'all, I like to fry stuff in an electric skillet. So that I can control my temperature. When you're using a stove, it's up and down, and that's okay. I use the stove a lot too, but I really like using my electric skillets in this. Now also, while this is cooking, I'm going to do something a little different today, something I've never done before, so it may not turn out, but we're going to see how it turns out. I've got some broccoli. It's already been washed, so just got it set in my bowl. Now I saw this on Facebook somewhere, so it may not be right. But I'm going to take it and I'm going to cover it. You know, we like steamed broccoli. We don't like to boil it because it'll tear up all your little florets before the stems get done. So I'm going to cook it in the microwave. We'll see how it works. I'm going to put it in there. Now, I put about 2 tablespoons of water in the bottom just to have a little moisture. And I'm going to put a lid on them. And I'm going to cook them 6 minutes starting with. And just to see how they do. Let's look at our pork chops. They're beginning to cook real good now. And you don't want to turn them too much. Just let them cook. When they get good and brown on the other side, we'll turn them over and let them be brown on this side, and they'll probably be done. But I've got 2 more, but we won't worry about cooking them right now. We'll go ahead and get these cooked and finish up.
About how long do the potatoes take?
Well, I've never really timed them. I guess I need to time them today. You just kind of wash them, and when they get tender, you stick a fork in them, see if they're tender. That's the way I do. I don't time a lot of stuff. I don't measure a lot of stuff. I just kind of hang in there with it and watch it. That's what we have to do. I hope y'all had a wonderful week this week. We had a deal at church last night. We had about 40 young people there, 35 or 40, having a wonderful time in the Lord. I mean, it was just a blessing to see young people enjoying serving the Lord. I think we'll let's check them just a little bit. They're not near brown enough on the side. We want them to be real good and brown before we turn them. You're sizzling, thank you. Ooh, yeah, those are cooking just right now. I think we're going to go just a minute and we'll watch our cooking going on, and we'll be back probably in about 10 or 15 minutes and look at what we've got going here and see how much more we like. Be back in a minute. Thank you. Hello again. Welcome back. We've got our pork chops done. You want to look at them? They fried up real pretty. I went ahead and fried the other two while we were waiting. I'm going to go ahead and get my potatoes out of the oven and let you see them. Oh. This is, like I said, you put a little sugar on them instead of salt, and they'll have a little candy taste to them. Also, my experiment with my broccoli worked out real good. Well, it's done sucked it in there again, Delane. The heat pulls it down, but that's good because it's still steaming. Now remember, I put my broccoli in there in the microwave, put about 2 tablespoons of water in it, and I cooked it. I actually cooked it for 7 minutes. I cooked it 6 and it wasn't quite ready, so I cooked it 7 more. Now to finish up my broccoli, I'm going to put a little salt in it, just a little bit. I'm going to drizzle a little olive oil on it. Okay? Then I'm just going to shake it up, turn it over, shake it up, okay? Add just a little more salt. Shake it up again. That gets the olive oil and the salt in it. See how pretty that is?
That is pretty.
That was a good experience. That taught me a lot. Because normally I would boil mine and you have to watch it and you have to let it seep and all this. But that turned out good in 7 minutes. Okay? So this is going to be our supper. I'm going to show you the potatoes. Now I did turn my potatoes over while they were cooking. Just took a fork and flipped them over like that. But see how good they are, how good and soft. And didn't have to spend but maybe 2 or 3 minutes seeing about them. So this will be our supper tonight. And I sure hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoy making them. In the beginning I was kind of nervous and scared and didn't know if I should do it or not, but I'm really enjoying it because you are the ones that's watching it. It's making me enjoy it. So thank you very much. I hope you have a blessed day at church tomorrow. May God bless you in a very special way. Thank you for tuning in.